On the news this morning, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly screens 20 commissioner and special advisor nominees. Kwa Isop Imaisongi Bibio said to install Ntisong Pius Okon as its fourth leader. Plus, Uyo residents continue to lament over high cost of onions and tomatoes in the markets. A very good morning and thank you for joining us on NTU News. My name is Clement Barikui, and don't forget that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 and on our social media handles on Facebook and YouTube. Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has screened 20 out of 27 commissioners and special advisor nominees sent in by the state governor, Umoino. Before the screening process, the Chairman House Committee on Judiciary, Justice, Human Rights and Public Petitions, Prince Aniefjok Atta, while presenting the committee's report, says all the screened nominees have met the constitutional requirements and the House rules, hence should be cleared. The 20 commissioner and special advisor nominees who were screened are Aniekan Umana, Henry Achibong, Nsikak Ekong, Alice Ekpeyong, Frank Achibong, Captain Iniobong Ekong retired, Emem Armand Bob, Professor Enoibanga, Iniobong Ememobong, and Ofyong Ofo. Others are Uko Esenudom, Nsikak Linus Nkang, Emmanuel John Ekim, Frank Achibong, Ubong Ian, Ekane Mekerite, Inibege Salas Etugudo, Ememibanga, Iniobong Robson, and Anthony Luke. Some lawmakers expressed the hope that based on the nominees' experiences, they will add value to the Arise agenda of the state governor. The Speaker, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemotong, says the remaining 7 nominees will appear before the House for screening on Thursday, February 20th, 2025. Arrangements have been concluded for the installation of Obong Pius Okon as Ntisong, the 4th of Akwa Ibom Ibibio, 44th anniversary of Akwa Ibom, and sent forth of Ntisong Ibibio the 3rd, Obong Esen Kede. Chairman Central Planning Committee, Senator Alesha Setuk, in a media chat says the ceremony will take place on Friday, February 28, 2025 at Asani Bibio, Ikoro Kono, Uyo by 10 o'clock in the morning. Since the ban on the operation of commercial motorcyclists in the city center of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State's tricycles, popularly known as keke, have served as primary modes of transportation. However, away from the ease of commuting that these means of transportation provides, such as shading a person from the scorching heat of the sun or rain, there is a disturbing trend where keke riders presently attach additional seats to carry more passengers, thereby increasing risk of accident and raising safety concerns. Etieno Ibanga takes it from here.
Tricycle business is highly competitive and rider feel pressure to carry more passengers to be ahead of other competitors. This competition has led to a situation where many are willing to compromise on safety to increase their earnings.
Before now, tricycle riders in Uyo Metropolis conveyed 3 passengers at the back and 1 passenger in the front seat. This trend has been ongoing for a very long time, but many have changed the pattern in recent times, attributing the trend to economic pressures. With an extended seating pattern that accommodates 2 passengers in front alongside the rider and 3 behind, these operators attribute this development to the rising cost of living, hike in fuel prices and high maintenance costs, and for the commercial tricycle operators, they must break even in the face of harsh realities.
We carry the passengers and we also collect money based on how we buy fuel. Nobody cheats each others.
Many of us rely on tricycles to support our families and ourselves, although the state government does not condone overloading. For some commuters, this overloading practice is raising concerns, and the Federal Road Safety Commission (FRSC) views this trend as a safety risk, calling for stricter enforcement of traffic laws to prevent overloading.
Apart from carrying 2 passengers or 3 or more than 2 in front, there's also their habit of driving against traffic, more particularly on those express ends where they ought not to be. The use of mobile court, that is the only option we are deploying now. We have done it in this axis to this road back end. So we are now, in fact, we have mapped out this will be a total deployment for that purpose in across Uyo City.
The Akwa Ibom State government also frowns at the trend and aims to maintain sanity in the transport sector and protect the safety of road users. As residents and commuters hope for a change of narrative in the recklessness of commercial keke riders in Uyo and the state, there's hope that the root causes of overloading will be addressed urgently, while self-transportation practices will be encouraged to drastically reduce the carnage experienced on Nigerian roads. In Uyo, Etienne Ibanga, NTN News.
You are still watching NTU News at 10. More news will come your way after this break. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Catherine Bassi and I am a realtor. Have you ever wondered how a beautifully finished home, offices or apartment will be? That is why I am introducing Chima's Power Plaza to you. Whether you're a resident of Uyo, its Enviro, or even in the diaspora, Chima's Furniture is set to transform the status of your home and offices. Get in touch with us for your dining set, chairs, TV and mirror consoles, table, wine bar, and lots more. Call the number on your screen as you can pay instrumentally and have any furniture delivered to your doorstep. Or visit our head office at number 124 Accra Road. Branches at number 5 Nepal Line and 149 Accra Road, all in Uyo, and you'll be glad you did.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badge Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Thank you for staying tuned now to the rest of our stories. Parents are being encouraged to take active role in educating their children about sex as early as possible and open discussions to help them make informed decisions as they grow. Comfort Victor, who spoke with some residents on sex education, came back with these reports.
The spot of rape and other sexual violence among the youths in the society have become a source of worry to many citizens. Hence, people are now advocating for proper sex education of children by their parents. Sociologists believe that when children receive accurate information about their sex roles from trusted sources, they are more likely to develop a responsible attitude towards relationships and personal well-being.
We should start early to educate our students with this sex education, so that they can know as they are growing up, they'll be able to know their left, from right.
The best age to start talking to our children about sex education is from the age of 3 to 4 years. Start from that age 3, it will help them to know, what to do per time, per age.
I don't prefer engaging them, but to teach them, to let them know what sex means.
Research shows that many children rely on peers, social media, and the internet for information, which can often be misleading or incomplete. Some residents believe that lack of proper guidance increases the lack of misinformation, unhealthy relationships, and risky behaviors. They therefore advocate for creation of safe space for discussions at home for parents to help their children to understand topics such as consent, boundaries, and emotional well-being.
If parents do not teach her daughters about sex, when they get in there, they will say it is just a food to take. Not so. Some of them will go to abort them.
Toddler to the preschool, to the primary school, and that up till the teenagers' age, for them to really get it and understand the body parts of, and be able to identify themselves as a boy, as a girl.
It is believed that parents speaking with their children can also help them comfortably learn and talk about their body development without shying away or dwelling in what they think is better. As society continues to evolve, equipping children with the right knowledge will empower them to make responsible choices, ensuring a healthier and safer future for the next generation. In Uyo, Comfort Victor, NTA News.
Uyo residents are raising concerns over the increase in the spread of fake news in the society, appealing to the federal and state government to put up appropriate measures to control the situation. Blessing Edet, who sampled the opinions of some residents, came back with these reports.
Fake news is a false or misleading information presented as legitimate news which has the aim of damaging the reputation of a person, entity, or making money through advertising revenue. Fake news has been a persistent threat to global communication with consequences for individuals and communities. Some residents of Uyo say fake news is dangerous, especially during disease outbreak, like what happened during COVID-19, when people were told to mix all kinds of concussion as remedy for the pandemic.
In terms of fake news, people do that to promote their social media handles. Some they just want to go viral, in these days we are in digital era, so many people want to promote their page. So if they should bring such false news, people would like to click on that link, and people would like to watch the news, or they would like to read the blog. So when they read it, I guess they are making more money.
It involves spreading false information. There's information that are not true. I'll not try to spread it more to the audience. I'll just try to sometimes I might not even comment on that.
Others say fake news could lead to trust issues among friends, appealing that government should devise appropriate sanctions or punishment for perpetrators of fake news to serve as a deterrent to others.
It can kill. If you go to social media, you will discover that so many people want to have money by all means, by destroying people's name. Anything that's happened, they will just pick it and put it on social media. Before you know it, it will turn to something else.
Communication experts have attributed the rise in fake news to the advent of the new media and advise people to always cross-check every information they receive, especially from the social media, to avoid being misled by fake news. Fake news and misinformation are on increase, hence everyone must be careful to avoid being victim of fake news or misinformation.
It's very needful for every one of us not to repost stories we see. Every story we see on the internet should be verified, as it were, to be sure of what you're sending out, because sending out the wrong message could set the whole country on fire.
Fake news and misinformation are on increase, hence everyone must be careful to avoid being victim of fake news or misinformation. Blessing added. NTA.
Another break beckons. The news will continue shortly. Don't go away.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisen Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Thank you for staying tuned. We now continue with the rest of our stories. Do you know that some people, especially youth, cannot stay for 5 minutes without pressing their phones? What could be responsible for this? Siphon William in this special report takes a look at the rising cases of phone addiction and how to minimize it.
The advancements in information and communication technology and the attendant introduction of global system of mobile telecommunications has revolutionized social interaction among people, both the young and the old. Unfortunately, some youths have gone extreme in their use of phones, thereby resulting to phone addiction, which is a serious public health issue. Experts have expressed concerns over the numerous dangers of phone addiction, which they say can have long-lasting effects on an individual and the community at large.
We used to check phone addiction, because if you tell them, you can use all these iPhones are like computers. So instead of giving them a design configured tablets, that the contents will be only educational material, because addiction is a problem. There are some countries that ban TikTok. Recently there is a viral video of one of our students doing TikTok, dancing in the street along with you. If that student were to deploy that energy deployed in producing the TikTok, then you know that it will be a very good student.
An educationist, while admitting that phones can be used to enhance education, warned youths, especially students in secondary and higher institutions, to avoid excessive use of phones and prioritize their time to be successful in their academics.
Excessive use of phone is influencing the children and affecting them negatively. It's wrong to even give a child in a primary school phone. There should be time for phone use, and there should be time for learning and reading.
They advise parents to encourage their wards to focus on their academics instead of spending so much time on social media.
Bring your ward, your student, your child to the realization that these addictions are not beneficial. Your consistent use will actually distract you from what you are supposed to use the phone for.
It's a habit of a teenager, especially a teenager, that cannot get their eyes off their phone. And with this phone addiction, it can also be solved.
The educationists and experts insist that parents and other stakeholders should monitor young people and encourage them to pay more attention to their studies to discourage them from phone addiction. In Uyo, Siphon William, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Uyo residents are appealing to both the federal and state government to intervene in the recent hike in the prices of tomatoes and onions to make them affordable and available in the market. Evelyn Etefia, who visited some major markets in the state capital, filed in this report.
In the cost of tomatoes and onions has drawn the attention of some residents who express worry over the high cost of the vegetable, considering its importance in food. Some sellers shared their challenges and reasons why there is hike in price of onions and tomatoes.
So now they buy like 100 times, go buy 7 bags or 10 bags. Now they buy 1 bag of 450,000 naira.
Things are expensive in the market. It's not only onions now. Maggi, crayfish, so many things.
Onions they cost, but I they buy for my oga. I don't know what to make the cost now.
Sometimes the first one don't die. Because of that I rain the food. I ain't making the thing cost.
Maybe because of Christmas. Maybe only onions they cost of Nigeria as now. Everything they cost.
Onions is very expensive. It's 300 naira for each.
Others attributed the hike to Christmas and New Year festivity, noting that the prices are gradually coming down after the New Year.
In the continent, as it was last year, we have not stepped up the price yet. It's not coming down and it's not going up for now. But we don't know the next move, whether it will still go up. We don't reduce more.
300 onions for each. Their price is 100 naira, so it has not yet come down.
Residents are hopeful that the state and federal government will step in urgently to arrest the situation. In Uyo, Evelyn Etefia, NTA News.
And so it has been on our news this morning, but before we go, a quick look at the major stories. Kwabum State House of Assembly has screened 20 commissioner and special advisor nominees. Akwai Sobimai Songibibio concludes plans to install Ntisong Pius Okon as its fourth leader. You also heard in the news that Uyo residents have continued to lament over high costs of onions and tomatoes in the market. So it has been. Many thanks for being a part of it. Remember to join us later in the day for the 7 p.m. news. Until then, I remain Clement Barikui. Have a lovely day ahead.